Jaguars shook up the NFL world when they traded up to select Travis Hunter with the second pick in the 2025 NFL Draft. And with Travis expected to start off as a two-way player, will he be what it takes for the Jags to finally win their first Super Bowl in franchise history? And not only that, we're playing his entire NFL career today to see if he can end up as one of the best overall players in NFL history. And with him playing both ways, that's definitely a possibility. So I think it goes without saying, this is probably going to end up as one of the most interesting career videos we've ever done, with him starting off his NFL journey as a 79 overall superstar receiver, while also starting off as a 79 overall superstar cornerback. So off the get-go, it's going to be interesting to track if he becomes a better wide receiver or a better cornerback throughout his career. And he's got insane numbers as a rookie, dude. It's just whether or not he can stay healthy. And I have absolutely no idea how the target share is going to end up with Travis Hunter and Brian Thomas, but having them both in the same wide receiver room is just not fair. And I guess if we're being technical, Travis also doesn't start off as the cornerback one, but I expect that to change throughout this first season. Now, a lot of Travis's success on the offensive side of the football is going to come down to how much Trevor Lawrence can progress throughout his career. Because, I mean, like, dude, he's been in the league for 4 years and he's only a 74 overall quarterback. Regardless, they already went out and gave him a massive contract extension. So whether Travis likes it or not, Trevor's going to be a starting quarterback for a long time. And to be honest, outside of Travis and outside of Brian Thomas, this offense is diabolical. I guess at least on the defensive side of things, he actually has some superstars surrounding him. But God, dude, if this team wants to have any chance at immediate success, old Brian and Travis are going to have to hardcore carry. Now, as we simulate to the end of year one to see if Travis can become the first ever player to win offensive and defensive rookie of the year in the same season, we're going to be giving him a pretty much impossible career challenge, as Travis has to win offensive player of the year. He has to lead the NFL in interceptions at least one season in his career. At bare minimum, he has to score at least 3 defensive touchdowns, while at the same time scoring a total of 100. And of course, he has to win a Super Bowl. And if he can complete all 5 challenges before he retires, I have to give away his brand new Jags jersey to a random lucky subscriber in the comments. And good for him, apparently off to a pretty good start. How'd Travis do his rookie season? I mean, the squad finished top 10 in offense. They were top half in defense too. Okay, so Trevor Lawrence had a pretty massive season, so at least he's kind of living up to that contract now. 4,400 yards with 43 touchdowns and only 12 picks is massive numbers. Like, he might have won MVP. Most importantly, how did Travis do first? Let's check out the rushing yards. Travis Etienne, decent season. Travis at receiver put up 1,000 yards and only 2 touchdowns, unfortunately. Okay, I did not expect Diami Brown to lead us with 16 touchdowns and 1,200 yards. Like, Brian Thomas, Brenton Strange, both with 11 each. So, like, interesting season. Like, how does he put up these numbers, but only put up 2 touchdowns? That doesn't really help out the old career challenge. We have to do a deep dive and to see what happened here. But most importantly, as a receiver, he's already up to an 83 overall, so we take that. I unfortunately don't know, though, if the 2 touchdowns will be enough, even with 1,000 yards. I don't know if that's enough to win Rookie of the Year. Now, of course, we got to check out how he did at cornerback. It looks like we had Darnell Savage put up 8 interceptions. Travis Hunter had 2. 80 tackles, 3 tackles for loss. Now, what are the odds he brought one of those 2 interceptions back for a touchdown? And to my complete surprise, already scored a defensive tutty. Hold on a second, dude. How insane is that Travis Hunter scored half the amount of touchdowns as he did at receiver at cornerback? At least he's got something going for him. And how much did he improve at the cornerback position? He's up to an 85 overall. So if his rookie season's any indication, maybe he does end up a better cornerback. Now, what are the odds he actually swept the Rookie of the Year voting? Offense goes to Travis Hunter, to my complete surprise. Somehow beat out Ashton Jeanty, Tyler Warren, Cam Ward. It's like, did he actually do it? Insane, dude. What a start to this man's career. I mean, I still don't know how 2 receiving touchdowns get some offense Rookie of the Year, but I'm not asking questions. But definitely not good enough numbers, you know, to go ahead and win that offensive player of the year. While at the same time, don't really know where this Amari Cooper from the Bengals came from. But at this point, his rookie season all comes down to whether or not they can win a Super Bowl. Imagine winning offensive and defensive Rookie of the Year in the same season, while at the same time bringing home your franchise's first ever Lombardi. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it'd be pretty tough to get past the Ravens here in round 1 in Baltimore. Oh, that was a heartbreaker. I mean, really can't be mad at a 3-point loss. I mean, they put up a fight. I mean, big first playoff game here for Trav. 5 catches, 70 yards, and a tutty. Was only outgained by Derrick Henry through the air. I mean, again, that's kind of nuts, dude. This half the touchdowns he got throughout the regular season. Now, how about Travis Hunter, the corner? 5 tackles, not shabby. Now, after getting knocked out from the playoffs, all that's left to see in this first season is whether or not his dev trade increases up to X Factor, which is definitely a possibility considering he won both Rookie of the Years. Hold on a second, brother. He somehow went down star development? I mean, he's up to an 84 overall receiver now. Like, how do you win Offense Rookie of the Year and lose a development trait? Disgraceful game. Hopefully this game makes up for that nonsense. nonsense by improving him to X Factor on defense? Not yet, but at least he didn't lose a superstar. He finishes year 1 as an 86 overall corner. I mean, at this point, you really can't help but be excited for the rest of this guy's career. At this point, just gotta hope his front office actually spends some money to improve the team around him this offseason. Which I don't think they spent a single penny. Oh my god, dude, not this crap again. I'm hoping we can improve morale here with a good draft class. And actually got a really good stud safety in the second round. I think overall, like maybe a B+ draft. As we start year 2, I just now realizing Trevor Lawrence also became superstar, so hopefully as Trevor Lawrence gets better, he can throw more touchdowns to Travis. Really hoping we can get a better year 2 of the wide receiver position from him so he can get that superstar back. At bare minimum, just hoping last year wasn't a fluke and this team can make it back to the playoffs, because he's got to win a Super Bowl eventually. Hey, at least Travis and the Jags are consistent, but unfortunately for them, they get another rather difficult wild card opponent. Let's see if Trav improved. I mean, the team's up to the league's #1 offense. Don't know how, but not asking questions. Defensively, we sucked. Now, Trevor Lawrence, what a weird year. Like, 5,000 yards is nuts. 47 touchdowns is nuts. Did turn the ball over more this season, though. Now, hopefully more than 2 of these touchdowns actually went to Travis this season, which we'll check in just a second. First, on the ground, we had pretty much put up like the same numbers. Well, Travis Hunter got some carries this season, including his first ever rushing touchdown. I mean, you'll definitely take that to add the total. Now, through the air, Travis Hunter, where did this come from, dude? Brother, this is the same exact guy that put up 2 receiving touchdowns a year ago. Over 100 catches, 1,700 yards, and 19 touchdowns. Like, what happened? I mean, I'm not gonna lie, that's just not the numbers I really expected. Like, honestly, dude, he might have won Offensive Player of the Year in his second season. Brian Thomas continues to put up great numbers. De'Ami Brown, still another good season from him. Brenton Strange turned into quite the tight end threat. Now, how about Travis Hunter, the cornerback? It looks like he put up 95 tackles and 4 interceptions. I mean, it's not going to be good enough to lead the NFL or anything, but still 4 picks is solid. Now, out of those 4 picks, did he score any more defensive touchdowns? He didn't. Which, you know, I really don't think we can be too disappointed with his production this season. Now, let's see if he did, in fact, win Offensive Player of the Year. Josh Allen wins MVP. Trevor Lawrence came in 3rd. Your boy didn't even get a single Coach of the Year vote. Nonsense. Now, what we're after, AFC Offensive Player of the Year, goes to Travis Hunter. So he goes from going down a development trait one season to winning Offensive Player of the Year the next, while also getting on the board with his first career challenge completed. I mean, now this has got me wondering, like, is he going to become a better receiver than cornerback now? Which, speaking of, at the wide receiver position, he is up to an 89 overall. And surely after winning Offensive Player of the Year, dude, this star will turn back into superstar, right? And at cornerback, he's up to an 88. So how quickly the tables have turned, boys. So according to Madden, as of right now, the end of year 2, he's a better wide receiver than corner. So now let's go and see if he can hit another milestone and win his first ever playoff game. I mean, as we already alluded to, dude, this is going to be rather difficult. I mean, near impossible having to travel to Kansas City to beat Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. I mean, I've seen crazier things happen, and this franchise officially has schizophrenia. Our jubilation's short-lived, though, because they keep giving us tough opponents. But for now, we're going to celebrate one of the most improbable victories in playoff history, dude. Trevor Lawrence is freaking dealing right now, dude. And thank God for Brian Thomas, man, because I'm not going to lie, Travis Hunter was kind of clamped. I mean, at least he had a decent game on defense. Now, let's see, dude. Can they actually do it back-to-back? Can they travel to Kansas City to take down Patrick Mahomes and then immediately travel to Buffalo to take down Josh Allen? Cannot believe what I'm witnessing right now. My God, dude. What the heck is going on right now? I mean, definitely not the prettiest of games. Only 2 touchdowns scored all game long. Josh Allen with 3 interceptions. I gotta see immediately. Did any of those go to Travis Hunter? Travis Hunter with no interceptions, unfortunately, but did have a tackle for loss. You know what? Travis Hunter had those receivers clamped down so much to allow these other DBs to get some interceptions. Now, through the air, again, Travis has been, like, really clamped so far. Like, I think he doesn't even have 50 yards through 2 games. But who gives a because we're in the AFC Championship. Now, hold on a second, dude. There's only one more scenario that would make things even more crazier than they already are. Who is the Browns starting quarterback at this point in time? It's Shedeur Sanders. Unbelievable. So here we have a Travis Hunter versus Shedeur Sanders matchup. A winner goes to the Super Bowl. I mean, I'd like to think if we could travel to Kansas City and Buffalo in back-to-back weeks, we can also do the same. Travel to Cleveland, take down the Browns, while bringing the Jags to their first ever Super Bowl. Watch them lose. After all that, watch watch the Jags lose, and we made it! Oh my god, dude. Unbelievable. What an insanity run, man. I mean, I think it's safe to say well-deserved dub, dude. Not like Shedeur had a bad game or anything. It's a little outdueled by Trevor. Let's see. I mean, a little bit better of a game from Travis Hunter, but I still don't think he has 100 receiving yards in the playoffs. At least defensively, he had another big game. Now, as incredible as a run this has been, dude, I just have no idea if we can actually beat the Eagles here. I mean, just 2 rounds ago, they shut out the freaking Vikings. By chance, did we play them in the regular season? No, we didn't. So I have absolutely no idea what's about to go down. Can Travis Hunter do it one more time, dude? Can he bring the Jags to their first ever Super Bowl in just 2 full seasons? He has to take down the Philadelphia Eagles, dude. It's not going to be an easy task. I mean, he already did the impossible, taking down Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, and Shedeur Sanders. And somehow they did it again, dude, as the Jacksonville Jags, for the first time in their existence, are Super Bowl champions. Oh my god, dude. How in the world did this just happen? I mean, a pretty even duel at the quarterback position. I mean, we outgained him on the ground like 100 yards, dude. Like, no wonder we won this game. And Travis Hunter, thank the Lord, saves his best playoff game for last. Like, nothing insane, dude, but still 7 catches for 73 yards is a great performance in the Super Bowl. Although he didn't do way too much on defense. But hey, at least he did enough to keep this receiving room from going crazy. Jacksonville Jags, Super Bowl champs, dude. Who would have thought? And obviously for Travis, that's another career challenge completed. But he still has so much work to put in to win you guys a jersey. If there was one feeling I could go back to recreate from my childhood, it would 100% be the thrill of opening up a pack of baseball cards, the anticipation of opening up a pack, the possibilities of what you could pull are endless. Now with slab packs from arenaclub.com, I could relive that feeling at any time. Arena Club is the most trusted name in the game. They offer full transparency, showing every card in the pack with the likelihood of pulling each one, so you know exactly what's available before you buy. Once you open up your pack, you'll get the excitement of seeing what you pulled instantly. Each slab is displayed with its grading details, ready to be added to your digital showroom. With every slab pack, Arena Club will make an instant offer for your card based on its market value. No guessing, no waiting. Accepted on the spot, simple, fast, and risk-free. Now from your digital showroom, you can trade, you can sell, auction, or even retrieve your physical card from the Arena Club vault. I actually went myself and ripped a few packs earlier and got myself some pretty decent pack pulls. And the good news for you is right now you can get 20% off your first slab pack or card purchase by going to arenaclub.com/RBT and by using code RBT. Again, that's 20% off your first slab pack or card purchase at arenaclub.com/RBT with code RBT. Or you can simply click the link in the description box or in the pinned comment. Now, before we get into the offseason to see if this front office actually spends some of this $100 million, surely Travis's dev trait went up after all that. Surely. Right back up to superstar, and I think we all can agree this is deserved. And not to mention, he cracked the 90s. Outside of Travis, now have Trevor Lawrence up to X Factor, and also Brenton Strange up to superstar. Now, what about Travis Hunter, the defensive back? Is he an X Factor? No, still a superstar. I think it is very interesting to note he has not cracked the 90 yet. Now, seriously, it's so insane to me that this team already won a Super Bowl because they have so many spots they can improve at. They have $100 million to potentially do so. So let's see if Travis's front office actually takes their ball seriously and wants to potentially start a dynasty. Oh wow, what a franchise changer. We got Mac Wilson. Now hopefully we can land another stud or two in this draft class, even though we had the last pick in the draft considering we're Super Bowl champions and all. I mean, to be completely fair, dude, we got ourselves an absolute mammoth with our first pick, a 77 overall right guard. I mean, this guy should be an absolute beast, despite the fact he looks like a toe. The monumentous occasion as we head into Travis's 3rd season as he overtakes Brian Thomas as the team's #1 receiver. I mean, yeah, we have a few players regressing at this point, but like if last year's team can win a Super Bowl, I think this team can too. So before we start the next season, I just thought it was very important, you know, to note what's going on around the league. Shedeur was just in the AFC Conference Championship. I've got to see what the heck went down. Like, this is why the Browns are poverty. I mean, it's Travis Hunter's former teammate, so we got to see what the heck went down. Shedeur Sanders is a member of the New York Giants. They could have drafted him the first time around. He's actually not as high rated as I thought he was, but he's still a good quarterback. I mean, he had 2 relatively good seasons in Cleveland. Like, he almost brought him to a Super Bowl. They signed him to a 5-year, almost $200 million contract. So I don't know if he got traded to the Giants or what, but again, exactly why the Browns are poverty. Now we will simulate the season and see if the Jags have any chance of going back-to-back. Now, to be honest with you, you, I wouldn't be shocked if we had a little Super Bowl hangover and just completely missed the playoffs. I hope not, but I wouldn't be shocked. Well, fellas, safe to say I was wrong. I mean, no big deal or anything, brother. We just went out as the Jacksonville Jags and earned a first-round bye. And judging by this, there's actually a pretty good shot we get ourselves a Super Bowl rematch. Now, how did that happen? We had a top 5 offense. I'm assuming our defense wasn't dead last like last year. Okay, top 20. Trevor Lawrence has turned into a freaking stud. 40 touchdowns, only 6 picks while completing 74% of your passes is nuts. RBTeam with one of the best seasons we've seen in a while. Travis Hunter with only 2 carries this year. Now, most importantly, through the air did he top last year? In terms of touchdowns, he did. 115 catches, 1,600 yards, and 23 touchdowns. That's just nasty work. He stole all the touchdowns and yards from Diami Brown and Brian Thomas. I mean, that might have been another offensive player of the year for him. How about defensively? He put up 2 interceptions, 4 tackles for loss with 90 total tackles. Now, did he get that second defensive touchdown? No, he didn't. I do wonder if Travis will ever get an MVP vote. Like, surely, dude, playing both ways he will. Earned a first-round bye with the Jags and still can't win Coach of the Year, dude. Now, let's see. Did he get it done? Yes, Travis Hunter for the 2nd straight season wins Offensive Player of the Year. Can you really blame the voters? Now, let's see. At wide receiver, he's now up to a 93 overall, which puts him as a top 10 receiver. Which I don't think there's any debate in that, considering the numbers he's put up the last 2 years. And at corner, he's up to a 90. So I think given his current trajectory, it's pretty obvious he's going to turn out a better wide receiver. Not to say he isn't a lockdown corner, though. I mean, I didn't think it was likely, but after earning a first-round bye, I would honestly not be shocked if they do make it back here to back-to-back Super Bowls. Oh my god, dude, what a freaking heartbreaker. I mean, the AFC just has so many good teams, dude. Like, we beat the Bills by 1. Chiefs beat the Ravens by 1. Then the Chiefs get us by 3. I mean, you can't make it a Super Bowl every year. It definitely wasn't Travis's fault they lost. That's the best playoff game I've ever seen from 12 catches, 163 yards, and a touchdown. I mean, upsetting not to make the Super Bowl, but at the same time, you can't be disappointed in the season they had. Just gotta hope to have a big offseason and regroup for next year. And it's about time it finally happened at the start of the offseason. Travis Hunter, for the first time in his career on the wide receiver side of things, is a superstar X Factor. We'll have to see if he also became an X Factor at cornerback, but he's now up to a 95 overall receiver, which makes him the 5th best in the league. And this is nutty when you remember after his rookie season, he actually went down to star. But at this point, dude, I think I'd actually be more shocked than not if he didn't become a 99 overall receiver. Outside of that, had some movement with his right guard also becoming a superstar. At the same time, the defense has gained 2 other X Factors in Hicks and Lloyd. So as long as Travis Hunter's on this squad, dude, I think they're going to compete for a Super Bowl every season until it comes to time they have to give him a massive contract extension, which I do not want to know what they're going to have to end up paying him. Now, let's see if this offseason the Jags will pay anybody. So surely this is the offseason where they sign more than just one free agent, right? Jesus, dude, so freaking stingy. Like, what's the point just letting that money sit there? I guess at this point, the only way you could possibly save this offseason is by drafting the entirety of the Avengers here. Okay, and to be completely fair, dude, this is an incredible draft class. Like, this is actually insane. So at least they make up for spending no money in free agency by drafting dog after dog after dog. So what are the odds Travis Hunter and the Jags can go back-to-back seasons earning first-round buys? Surely they eventually got to have a stinker of a season like every team does. No bye this season means we get rewarded with the Chiefs, which honestly is the perfect chance for Travis Hunter to get revenge. I think we became accustomed to expecting this team to finish top 10 offensively every year. Defensively, this time around we were top 10. I mean, Trevor Lawrence continues to do Trevor Lawrence things. Travis Etienne actually putting up better numbers than I thought because his overall is starting to go down a little bit. Look at Trevor Lawrence with 9 rushing touchdowns. Like, he might have won MVP because of that. And most importantly, Travis Hunter, the receiver. Like, what do I even say at this point, dude? Like, I don't think you guys understand how ridiculous these numbers are on a year-on-year basis. Almost 120 grabs, 1,800 yards, 19 tutties. Travis is going to end up being the reason Brian Thomas doesn't get a massive extension like he deserves. I mean, it's just crazy how he keeps getting better at receiver. Like, literally his career high in receptions and yards. And the touchdown totals are just insane, again, when you consider he only had 2 his rookie season. Defensively, at cornerback, he ended up putting up 3 interceptions. Not too shabby. To get that second defensive touchdown. Oh my god, yes he did! So he continues to make pretty good progress towards all his career challenges, which at cornerback, he's now up to 92 overall, and at wide receiver, he's now up to 97. And it's just so nutty, dude, because he's only 25 years old. Like, he's going to become a legitimate 99 overall in no time. Now, the only problem I think Travis Hunter could potentially run into for his career challenge is the interception total, because he's only getting like 2, 4, 2, 3 a year. I mean, it's not terrible, obviously. I just don't know if he's ever going to be able to lead the league in picks. He's only 25. He's got plenty of time. What does it take for a guy to win Coach of the Year, dude? Oh, third time is not a charm. Travis Hunter's streak of Offensive Player of the Year award stops at 2. Don't know how he didn't win it, though, because, again, these numbers are nutty. But at this point, Travis has got his sights set on the second Super Bowl. Somehow going to have to get past the Chiefs here. Perfect! Repaid them with a 3-point loss, just like they did to us last year. But again, of course, in the AFC, brother, it doesn't get any easier. I mean, you take a win over the Chiefs any way you can get it at any time. I mean, we outgained them by over 100 yards. Legend already, dude. At the age of 25, man, 7 grabs, 144 yards, 2 tutties. Although he didn't do too much defensively, which isn't a bad thing. I really hope he wasn't the one covering Xavier Worthy. Now, obviously, it's going to be tough here, dude, traveling to Buffalo, but especially tough this season. They finished 15-2. But hey, man, I've learned to never doubt Travis Hunter. Guy is an absolute menace. He can win any game, as he's proven. And 42-14, are you kidding me? I have got to do some deep dive analysis. How in the world did this just happen? We pretty much doubled their total output. Trevor Lawrence masterclass. They couldn't run the ball at all. This is the greatest playoff run I've ever seen in my life from an individual receiver, dude. Like, remember a few years ago, we went on the Super Bowl run. He really wasn't doing much in the playoffs, but I mean, not this time. 10 grabs, 160 yards, 2 tutties. Still not doing too much defensively, but again, I'm hoping that means these guys' receivers clamp down. Now, surely the Las Vegas Raiders won't be the team to keep Travis Hunter from his second Super Bowl, although somehow they earned their first round bye. How'd they win 15 games? Talk about needing to do some deep dive analysis. I've got to see how the Raiders are so good at this point. And Brock Bowers, Ashton Jeanty's a stud. Well, TJ Parker out of Clemson was in that first draft class. He's a monster. And Miller Moss, former USC quarterback, I think he transferred, like, how are you supposed to keep up with all the transfer portal stuff is nonsense, but really good college quarterback, has obviously turned into quite the stud here in the NFL. But even away from home as the first round bye, I don't think the Raiders stand any chance of taking down Travis Hunter. And what did I tell you? Well, it was a close victory in Las Vegas. Outgained them by 70. Trevor Lawrence, really good game. I mean, not his best performance. Like, thank God for Diami Brown coming out of nowhere. But again, can you really be upset over a 6-catch, 67-yard, 1-touchdown performance? Now, the unfortunate thing here is that the Eagles are 100% going to be out for blood, but you know they want revenge badly. Now, I'm not going to lie, dude. The Eagles are one of Madden franchise's most overpowered teams by a long shot. So, like, I don't know how he even beat them the first time around. So, I'm saying that to say I would be shocked if we beat them again here. But here we go, dude. A chance at Travis Hunter's second Super Bowl in just, what, 4 seasons? It's insane, brother. 24-23. Somehow Travis Hunter and the Jags continue to get it done. I genuinely do not understand, dude. Like, this is so insane. Somehow even got the dub with a Trevor Lawrence disaster class, while also getting outgained on the ground. I mean, is this guy already the best receiver in NFL history? And his biggest game defensively, as he led both teams with 7 tackles. I mean, 2 Super Bowl wins in just 4 seasons in the National Football League is nuts. I mean, how many Super Bowls is Travis Hunter going to end his career with at this point? I'm telling you guys right now, the Dynasty could end next season if the front office doesn't address the running back position, because this Travis is washed at this point. I was also checking things out here because I did want to see if he's still not an X-Factor cornerback. I just don't know if it's going to happen. Even if he doesn't become an X-Factor, like, staying a superstar this long at the cornerback position is super impressive. Let's see if for once the front office actually does something with this money. My God, dude, they signed Deron Blaine and that's it. I guess T-Law is going to be throwing the football about 10,000 times next season. I mean, can we really doubt the front office at this point? He's got us 2 Super Bowls in 4 seasons, so at this point, just really expecting them to have another solid draft class. I mean, no real superstars out of this draft class, but again, you cannot complain about getting 4 71+ rated rookies in the first 5 rounds, especially when you have the last pick in the draft. Do wonder, though, if old Kendrick Davis here could be the potential long-term option at the running back position. But I think it's time, dude, as an 87 overall team, to go ahead and simulate to the end of this next season. And keep in mind, dude, if we win a Super Bowl this year, I think that pretty much solidifies ourselves as a dynasty. That would be 3 Super Bowls in 4 seasons. But I'm going to be completely honest with you, I really do think this is going to be a letdown year because running back is so important in simulation. And at this point, we have a washed grandpa. Somehow, some way, Travis Hunter continues to defy all the odds. And for the second straight season in the wild card round, we get ourselves an AFC Conference Championship rematch. See, I told you guys our offense went backwards big time. Our defense sucked too. How we make the freaking playoffs? Because Trevor Lawrence is still a dog? It's just so bad, dude. I just knew it. I knew we needed to replace him. At least that's a career best for Travis. Travis, most rushing yards he's ever got in a season. Let's see, how about through the air? Travis Hunter just doing Travis Hunter things. Even though the offense had a bad year, still put up 22 touchdowns. And Brian Thomas, dude, I feel so bad for him. I mean, he's still an incredible receiver, just hasn't been able to put up the best of numbers. Which has me curious. He did sign a contract extension, so I'm wondering if they're going to be able to pay both Brian and Travis Hunter. Now, receiver, he's up to a 99 overall, so if they are going to give him a contract extension, it is going to cost a lot. And he did get a massive contract extension through the 2032 season, getting paid roughly, like, what's that, like $40 million a year? Which, considering the fact he's also a 93 overall cornerback, I feel like this is a pretty cheap contract. Which, defensively, he did have 4 interceptions and a half of a sack somehow. Now, did he get that 3rd career defensive touchdown? Yes, he did! Which already completes another career challenge. Now, surely 4 interceptions didn't lead the NFL, right? Oh, dude, he was so close. He was so close being tied for first. Even if he tied for first with like 20 other people, that still would have counted. It looks like to be able to complete that challenge, he needs to get at least 5 in a season, which his highest ever total has been 4. But like, surely, dude, he'll be able to hit 5, maybe 6 one season. And I gotta say, dude, him winning Offensive Player of the Year on the NFL's 22nd ranked offense means he's an alien confirmed. Now let's stop stalling here, dude, and just go ahead and simulate straight to the Super Bowl and see if the Jags have a chance to make it back-to-back. I don't think so with how bad the running game is. I knew it. We actually got first rounded, which is quite embarrassing. Even though we outgained them, how'd we lose by 18 points, dude? It's a weird game, even though Brian Thomas broke out again. I don't know how this happened, but I told you guys we needed to improve our running back. Now, surely after seeing what happened this past year, the front office will actually invest in a running back this offseason. And to be completely fair, dude, this is easily the first time we finished free agency with negative cap space. So who'd we sign? Jahmyr Gibbs, Derrick Henry? So I'm confused. Did we spend all that on contract extensions? Okay, yeah, dude, we gave out a ton of contract extensions, and unfortunately, one of those was the Travis Etienne. And at this point, dude, he has got to be so washed. Oh my God, why did they give money to a 67 overall? They re-signed a guy they're probably going to cut in the preseason anyway, so like one of these guys is probably going to have to take over. Although they could still possibly draft one here. I mean, they did draft one in the 4th round, but he's definitely not going to start for us. As a whole, not a bad draft class, though. Let's just go ahead and send this bad boy straight to the end of the season and see if we can get back to earning our 1st round buys. Even with a scrub running back, we gladly take another 11-win season. I really wish I'd been keeping count. Like, that has to be, what, 3-4 AFC South crowns already? Even with the bad running back, had a top 5 offense, and defense back in the top 10. Trevor Lawrence about completed 80% of his passes, dude. Like, that's one of the highest completion percentages throughout a season I think I've seen in any Madden 25 video yet. How'd the young gun do at a running back? Tramar Brown, I mean, 3.1 yards per carry. I mean, it doesn't get much worse than that. Hey, look at Travis Hunter get another touchdown on the ground. That's a career rushing year for Travis. Now, what about through the air? Travis, what are we doing, brother? 105 catches, almost 1,800 yards, almost 30 receiving touchdowns. Like, what in the world? What's even crazier, brother, is Travis Hunter about puts up 30 receiving touchdowns. Brian Thomas puts up 1 and easily, dude, breaks the all-time single season touchdown record. Like, what in the world? I mean, like, that might have actually won him some MVP votes, dude, which we'll have to check in just a second. Now, how do you do defensively? He put up, 0 interceptions on the season. What happened? I'm telling you, dude, his inability to compile a ton of interceptions in a season might end up screwing up his career challenge. Which, when you consider the fact on the ground and through the air, he put up a total of 30 touchdowns this season, he absolutely shattered his career touchdown target. I guess at this rate, there's no point in checking his overall because he is a 99 and he's going to stay at 99 for a long time. He's still only 27, dude. That's nuts. And like, as a Titans fan, dude, if Travis Hunter would have just put up like 60-70% of these numbers in real life, like, we're screwed. Like I said, I'm very curious. Did he get MVP votes? Somehow, how did he not get MVP votes, dude, with 29 touchdowns? I'm assuming, though, once again, a 4th or 5th Offensive Player of the Year at this point, which defensively, he's now up to a 95 overall, and apparently became a Superstar X Factor. So let's see if Trav can do it, man. Can he make it 3 Super Bowls with the Jacksonville Jags? Oh, 1st round exit to a division rival is disgusting work. Outgained them by 100 yards and still lost by 2 touchdowns. Like, I'm telling you guys, the Jags are never going to win a Super Bowl again, as long as they have garbage running backs. Again, dude, the loss definitely wasn't on Travis's shoulders. We're going to roll straight to the offseason here. I'm hoping somehow they can find a way to sign a running back, but since they have a negative cap space, I don't think that's going to happen. So interesting, like I got a note, I've never once in my life seen a team end up with $0 on the dot in salary cap. So let's go delve into how they pulled that one out. They didn't re-sign anybody. They released Diami Brown. What a legend he's been to the club. They went out and, oh my gosh, signed Kyron Williams, signed Javonte Williams, and a left tackle. But at the same time, I think they've got to be washed at this point. I mean, I'd honestly be surprised if they were like over 80 overall. They don't even make the 4 deep? Dude, what was the point of this? And even worse news for the future of this franchise, look at the state of this offensive line. I think a big reason why is I think they just gave out another big $78 million contract extension to Trevor Lawrence. So I am not gonna lie, fellas, I think the future of the Jacksonville Jags is not looking too bright. Like, this is when having a really good draft class is so freaking important. Hey, at least they got some decent offensive linemen in this class. You know what, fellas? I've seen much worse. So I'm telling you, if Travis Hunter can lead this team to the playoffs, it might be the most impressive performance of his entire career up to this point. I mean, I wouldn't count him out, but at the same time, I'm kind of expecting like a 9-win season where he missed a wild card berth. Oh, brother, Illuminati confirmed. I mean, it wasn't Trevor Lawrence's fault. It definitely wasn't Travis Hunter's fault, you know, considering the fact that the most catches he ever got in a single season. Just that gosh dang running game. And again, dude, finishing the season with literally 0 interceptions. And as his wide receiver is still a 99 overall, I think he has topped off as a 95 overall cornerback, which still puts him as the number 2 ranked corner in the entire league. Just don't know why he hasn't got any interceptions the last few seasons. So something that I just happened to notice is that apparently Travis Hunter just signed another contract extension, keeping him in Jacksonville through 2035. So what we're going to do from here is go ahead and simulate to the end of that new contract extension, see if he can win some more Super Bowls, and see if he finally can lead the league in interceptions, and see if he ages like a fine wine and his stats continue to get crazier and crazier. Why we'll take going 13-4 at the end of 2035 as a very good sign. Just missed out on a first round bye because of a tiebreaker. Let's see what kind of numbers Travis is still putting up. I mean, the team is still putting out a top 5 offense. We're at the point where the defense sucks though. Now, Trevor Lawrence is still the quarterback and still putting up really good numbers. He can't be that good at this point. I mean, he's down to an 82, still respectable. Is the running game any better? Like, not really. Timmy even good? Okay, Timmy's an X factor. So no wonder they're still putting up good seasons. How about through the air? Travis Hunter is still putting up very good numbers, brother. 100 catches, 1,400 yards, 17 tutties. Well, they still have Brian Thomas too. Before we check Travis's stats, I wanted to see, oh, Brian Thomas kind of washed at this point. But okay, he had a decent last few seasons, put up 20 touchdowns a season ago, which still, after how he did his rookie season, I think, you know, Jags fans would kind of hope for maybe a little bit better production, but still very consistent career. Now, Travis at this point, is he washed? Surely not. He is down to star development, but he's still an 87 rated. How's he performed the last few years? Ooh, had a stinker in 2033, so his numbers definitely dipped after that contract extension, but still, this is really good numbers. Which, speaking of that contract extension, I'm curious to see if they gave him another year. They did. With the bare minimum, he's a Jag for at least another season. Now, most importantly, how did he do defensively? He put up 2 interceptions, tackle for loss, half a sack, 95 tackles, which at the cornerback position, he is still a superstar, and he's an 87 rated, so same overall as he is a wide receiver. Now, unfortunate, brother. I don't know why his interception totals kind of dipped down after like season 4 or 5, but unfortunately, our guy, despite being an incredible lockdown corner, has never once in his career led the NFL in interceptions, and he has not scored another defensive touchdown since what, like 2027? Thing is though, fellas, there's still plenty of time. He's only 33, so he's still at least got another 1-2 seasons left in him. Now, we still need to see if they won any more Super Bowls the last few seasons, but first, let's go ahead, simulate to the Super Bowl here, see if Travis Hunter can make another Super Bowl at the age of 33. Well, that's depressing. Oh, it's so brutal, dude. That's what, the second time in his career he lost in the AFC Championship by 3? Outgained him by 90, dude. I cannot cannot begin to describe how disappointing this is, man. And like, can you really ask for much more, dude? Like, that might be the best playoff performance we have ever seen from him. 12 for 215 and 3 touchdowns is insane as a 33-year-old grandpa. Now, I know up to this point, Travis hasn't necessarily completed his career challenge yet, but normally what we do around here is give extra credit to players who win extra Super Bowls, which obviously to this point he has won a second, but since I haven't specified yet, he has won another Super Bowl in the past 5 seasons. We will give him credit for his final challenge. He basically has 4 years here to have won a Super Bowl. Keep in mind, his career's not over yet. Like, he still could lead the league in interceptions. He still could win an extra Super Bowl, even if they don't win one here. But just in case they have won an extra Super Bowl in 2031, it goes to the Bears. Oh my God, dude, the Bears have made so many Super Bowls. 2032 goes to the Cardinals and Arch Manning, by the way. 2033 goes to the Carolina Panthers and Bryce Young. And in 2034 goes to the Indianapolis Colts and Anthony Richardson. So no extra Super Bowl to complete the challenge just yet. And according to the top stories, he hasn't retired just yet, so he still has time to complete his career challenge, but he probably has gone down quite a bit more overall this season. Travis Hunter at wide receiver is down to an 84 overall, which is still very, very solid. Now, the depressing thing about all this is the fact that he is no longer the #1 receiver for the Jacksonville Jags, but he still can put up good numbers at wide receiver too. God dang, he's down to 83 speed? Now, since we want him to complete his career challenge, we got to see about defense. Okay, so funny enough, he is down to the same exact overall as he is at receiver. So what are the odds he can clutch things up, put up a huge year, and actually lead the league in interceptions? Again, if it was just 4 interceptions and he was tied with like 20 other people, that would still count. This bad boy is coming down to the freaking wire, boys. And at the end of the day, if anybody's going to clutch things up and complete his career challenge, dude, it's going to be Travis Hunter. Now, keep in mind, fellas, he's 34 years old. So this very well could end up being the final season before he retires. So quite literally, Travis Hunter's entire career could come down to this season. Which, bravo, brother, leading back-to-back 13-4 finishes at the age of 33 and 34 is legendary. And back to leading the league's #1 offense. Defense was pretty good too. Most importantly, all we care about is Travis. Trevor Lawrence, dude, like 5,000 yards is nuts. Like, he's down to an 80 overall at 37 years old. Like, not talking about Travis for a second. Like, I think Jags fans would be over the freaking moon if this is how Trevor Lawrence's career ends up. Tim here is definitely not having a good time, especially for an X Factor. Now, most importantly, Travis Hunter comes in with a potential career year. Hold on a freaking second. There's just no way Travis Hunter's put up the best season of his career at the age of 34. That's the most receiving yards he's ever had in a season, second most receiving touchdowns he's ever had, and second most receptions he's ever had. So I do think this is the best season of his entire career. How's this even happen, dude? Especially when you consider this Andrew Stark, fellas, the team's #1 receiver, apparently. Now, what will really be the icing on the cake is if he had a career year at the cornerback position and he only had a single interception. That is so disappointing. I mean, I really don't know what else there is to do, man. I thought surely he'd eventually lead the league in interceptions at least once in his career. Like, he's just never gonna get 7 like Adonis Curry. But regardless of the disappointing production from the interception standpoint, like, leading the NFL by 400 plus yards and 10 touchdowns as a 34-year-old receiver is just legendary work. Which, again, I'm assuming somehow, someway, it doesn't get him any MVP votes. It's so stupid. I still haven't won Coach of the Year, dude. But what Travis Hunter has won is once again another Offensive Play of the Year, dude. Like, insanity. And just kind of looking at his DB accolades, he's made 4 Pro Bowls at the corner position specifically, had the Defensive Rookie of the Year, obviously, and did win Best Defensive Back in 2028. So don't let his, no pun intended, video game type numbers at the receiver position and his lack of production when it comes to interceptions make you forget that he's always been a lockdown corner. So if he does in fact retire in this upcoming offseason, literally everything he's worked towards comes down to this playoff run. Because if he gets an extra Super Bowl win here, that will officially complete his career challenge. We'll have to get past Buffalo, and it's never easy traveling away from home. Oh, it's so disappointing. Like, come on, dude. That's got to be one of the worst playoff losses he's ever suffered in his career. Like, he just could not score whatsoever. Ooh, Trevor Lawrence disaster. Couldn't stop the freaking run. Yeah, Travis Travis. I mean, it's still a good game from him. Just really hope this isn't actually how he goes out, dude. I mean, even if it is, dude, he is absolutely a first ballot Hall of Famer, bar none. God, there it is, dude. Travis Hunter wants to spend more time with his family. Selfish. But after leading the Jags to 2 Super Bowls, breaking the all-time NFL career touchdown catch record, and every possible Jags career receiving record, while also, according to Madden, becoming the best wide receiver and best cornerback of all time. So despite not completing his career challenge because of a Mickey Mouser, I think it's safe to say he goes down as the best overall player in NFL history. Now, if you thought Travis had a crazy career, you can click right here to watch me play the career of Ashton Jeanty, and I promise you, it gets even crazier. And you know what else is crazy? The fact that you haven't clicked that subscription button yet.